You're listening to the State Street Midweek Update. Hello, everyone. You are listening to the State Street Midweek Update, and wherever you're at, we are glad that you're with us today. Hold on, let me fix this camera here. We are glad that you're here. It's been a couple weeks, but it's good to be back. I was sick. I am still sick, but I don't have COVID, which is nice, which stinks because every time you get a sniffle now, you're going to have to get tested just to make sure. But I don't have it, or at least the test came back negative anyway. It can always be, you just don't know. But I am sick, but I'm getting better. So it's good to be back, and it's good to be back on our midweek update. We've got a couple of things to cover with you. Talk about birthdays, anniversaries, volunteer appreciation, question of the week, last Sunday, this Sunday, all kinds of stuff that's happening at the Pax Center and the gardens and all those kind of things. So, before we get on, let me invite my co-host here, the incomparable, ever charming Rebecca Crain. How are you, Beck?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Feeling better?
I'm getting there slowly, but it's just a persistent kind of sniffle and cough, but
that hangs on. That has a way of lingering.
Yeah, it does. But it's better than it was 4 or 5 days ago. So it's getting there. What about you? How was your week?
Good. I'm tired, but it's been good. No complaints. I love the weather.
I'm tired too, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm sick, but I have been sleeping a decent amount. I'm just tired. But
I've been spending a lot of time outside, which I like. So
working or just walking?
Walking. Yeah, I love this time of year. So it's awesome.
Do you have a good park recommendation for our listeners here today?
We go to a lot of different ones. So Coffee Creek's close to where I live, so I go there a lot. Yesterday, I went with my son out to Bloom County Park, which is in Westville, and they have a nice dog park. I like to take my dog there sometimes. She likes it. And then there's a couple nature places that my daughter has found over by the lake and stuff, which has been, we're trying to mix it up a little bit.
Well, that's nice. I've got to do some yard work today, so I as well will be outside later today. But anyway, it is time for the best part of what we do. I was going to say the best part of waking up. But it is my favorite thing. It's birthdays and anniversaries. So if it's your birthday and anniversary and we have that information, we're going to wish you a happy birthday. Now, for some reason, there's a lot of birthdays in October. And we were gone for a week or two, so we are going to miss a couple because, we typically don't go back and read the ones that we weren't. So if we missed your birthday, I am sorry. It's just we got to kind of keep moving. But we do have some from today, and the way we do this is today till the next Wednesday. And here is our birthdays coming up. Actually, just received a text from this individual. Happy birthday, Ben Dew. I hope you have a great day, buddy. Ben's a good friend. I like Ben a lot. He's also a fellow Notre Dame guy like me. Chrissy Surma. Linda Chrissy Surma. It is your birthday on October 10th. Happy birthday. Madison Saby, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Madison.
Our former, I'll call her Children's Minister Emeritus, Julie Secor. It's her birthday coming up.
Nice.
Yeah. And then little Angelina Martinez.
So cute.
Happy birthday. And then Carter Pulowski, happy birthday. We got a lot of kids' birthdays this month. So happy birthday, guys. We hope you have a great, great day.
Hey, also, we should mention that it's your birthday in 2 days, right?
It is my birthday on Saturday, yeah. It's
try to just pass that by, but...
yeah, it just feels weird to, hey, it's my birthday. And I'm maybe it's just I'm sick, and so I'm just kind of in a weird place. But I think 39 is going to be harder than 40 is for me because 39 is my last year in my 30s. You know, like, and I just feel weird. I feel weird being 39. I don't know. I'm not 39 yet, but I will be on Saturday.
I turned 41 this year, so.
And like, you know, all the things that like you think you're going to do before you're 40.
Yeah, I know.
I got like a year left, and the list is longer.
It all goes downhill. What?
The list is longer than I think I can get done in a year, especially with the COVIDs. And so, you know, you start doing like, you know, thinking through your life. What have you done with your life? You're 40 years old, man. What are you doing?
You're really bumming me out.
Yeah. Welcome to I'm sick, Nate. This is what my wife has to deal with. Nothing matters. Nothing matters.
Well, I mean, try to do something fun.
I'm old. I've done nothing with my life. But yeah, it is my birthday on Saturday. And then we have a couple of anniversaries. Nate and Amber Mrzinski, happy anniversary, guys. Your anniversary. We did, theirs is already passed, but Brandon and Rachel Keener, I had to put this one in. Brandon and Rachel Keen, I put that in because also, their anniversary was, I think, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
But also because I did that wedding. And so I feel like whenever I do a wedding, it's like our anniversary. So I hope they got me something I'm sure they
did. I think you should just really get excited and be hopeful about that.
I think it's our, you know, I don't know how many years it is, but it's maybe 3 to 5 somewhere in there. And so, I mean, I've done like 90 weddings, right? So I should be getting stuff all the time. I'm not, but I should.
I'm not sure that's how that works, maybe.
Yeah.
But go ahead and get your hopes up. I think that worked out really well for you.
Nothing matters. Nothing in this life matters. Matt and Melody Saby, it is also your anniversary. Happy anniversary, guys. It means a lot to us that you guys are with us in this community, and we are just super grateful for you. If you have a birthday or anniversary, we'd love to know about it. We'll put it in our database. And wish you a happy birthday or anniversary when it's your time. Just shoot that information to us, and we'll get it in there. All right, it is now the time of our show where we do the question of the week. I need to get like a theme song for the question of the week. The question of the week.
There you go.
That's pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't think you get much better than that.
You know, now that I'm in the radio business part time, you know, jingles are my thing now. So
yeah.
Anyway, here is our question. Here's what I want from you, dear listener, dear watcher. I need you to put in the comments below here, an answer to this. Now, I am an Aldi shopper. I do buy. I don't have to have many things name brand, but there are some things that I am loyal to the name brand on. Okay. And I've got 2 that I'm going to give you, but I want to hear from you. Yeah. Maybe it's a type of ice cream. Maybe it's a type of a shoe, or maybe it's you know, a type of phone or whatever, or technology or TV. What is one thing you'll never buy an off-brand version of again? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. What is it? All right, you got anything, Beck?
Yeah, this was hard, actually, because at first it took me a minute to realize, I'm like, this must be food. That's the only thing that came to my mind was food.
Okay, I've got a non-food, but I'm going to get to yours first. Go ahead.
I've got 2. One is hot dogs. And I don't really eat hot dogs, but
yeah, I just stick to the no brand on that, or what?
Yeah. No, there's something whenever I do have one and it's an off brand, it's just, I mean, it's always a little dicey with hot dogs to begin with. So yeah. I think it's good to just stick with one of the name brands, and that's good. Do you have like a preference? Are you like a kosher person, or like a Nathan's, or? Yeah, I do like the Nathan's. Those are pretty good. Pretty good. But like I said, I don't really eat them a whole lot, but that's, I know like the generic hot dogs, I always think there's something just a little, it might be totally just in my head, but whatever. No, I'm not a crazy, generic meat eater. And then you mentioned this, and I actually had jotted this down. I think ice cream as well. I'm not really a store brand ice cream person, because I do really like ice cream. I think the ones that we really like, we've gotten kind of where we like the smaller ones. So I love the Talenti ice cream. It comes
What
in
is
like
that?
Talenti.
Yeah.
They have like, I mean, all kinds, but they come in like a little plastic container with a screw-on lid, and
I think I've seen these.
those are really good.
Yeah, but it's not ice cream; it's gelato, right?
Yeah, I mean that goes in that category, right?
It's in the same category, but my word, don't offend the Italians. It's not ice cream.
Well, it's delicious, and Ben and Jerry's. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Ben and Jerry's. So
I do love Ben and Jerry's so much. But here are mine. So there's two things that, and there are probably more, but typically there are two things that I like to stick to that have become brand loyal. I'm brand loyal on a lot of things, but not because it's generic or not generic. It's just, if I find a pair of pants that fits me, I'm pretty brand loyal to them just because I don't feel the need to change it. But anyway, there are two things here. Oh wait, we got an answer here from our dear friend Krista Bublet. Says generic yogurt, hard no. Did you win? Yes, you did. You win. But anyway, my thing is my answer is anyway. They're a type of boot. Okay, I've got big feet. I'm a large person. Some would, maybe even say Nate Loucks is a fatty. I mean, that's what my siblings say. But anyway, so I need a good shoe. I need some good support in my shoes so that, I don't break my back or hurt or anything. I really like Clarks. Clarks are an old man's brand, I know, but they've made some pretty stylish shoes as of late, and I've really enjoyed the brand. So now I buy Clarks. And they're a little more expensive. I remember the first time I paid $100 for a pair of shoes. It was just craziness. And I try to coupon them. I don't like to buy $100 shoes, but they last a while. And so I've become brand loyal to Clarks based on a very good experience with Clarks. They don't hurt my feet. I've got wide feet, and I just enjoy Clarks. The second one is a food item, and this I will, to the end of my age, will say that there is no comparable generic version of the Pop-Tart. I only like regular Pop-Tarts, and everything else is not a real good Pop-Tart.
Okay. Pop-Tarts, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, no, I still eat kind of like I am in college sometimes, and so eat ice cream Pop-Tarts, but I only like the name brand Pop-Tarts. I do not enjoy. But here's a little treat for you, Beck.
I'm on the edge of my seat for a treat.
Yeah. The local Aldi's has name brand. Now currently, 2 days ago they did. I don't know if they do now. I can't guarantee this, so don't quote me. They had name brand Pop-Tarts. So if you guys want to pause this show and go check.
Flavor?
Yeah, there was a couple. Oh, I'm a cinnamon person. That's my brand. Oh, by the way, I had the best. I've never had this before. Elise Lingle, who is our dear friend Julie Secor, who is children's director emeritus. I don't even know if she's related. It'd be Alyssa's sister-in-law. But anyway, made this cinnamon. Like it was like a cinnamon cake. Now I've had like a cinnamon crumb cake, like these kind of things, but it was like a regular cake with cinnamon, and it was the best thing I've ever had. I wish I could share it with the world. I wish all of us right now in this season could all just have a little bit of that cake, and I feel like everything. I'm not saying it would. I'm not saying I know for sure it would heal COVID, but I am saying that it would help.
Why not try?
I know it wouldn't hurt. I know that, Becky.
We can feel it if we don't try.
I know for a fact it wouldn't hurt. So unless you have the beatus. But anyway, yeah, we want to hear from you. What is one thing you'll never buy an off-brand version of again? All right. Volunteer appreciation. This is the time of our midweek update where we thank a volunteer within our organization, whether it's at the church or the Pax Center or the Gardens or Green Space or the preschool And we've got dozens and dozens of volunteers every week that do amazing things for the church and the Pax Center, all these kind of things. People not even that are part of State Street that help at the Pax Center. I mean, there are literally hundreds of people we could choose from, and we'll hopefully get to everyone by the end here, by the time we stop doing this, because I feel bad not including everyone. So if you volunteer with us, whether it's at the Pax Center or here at State Street, we're just so grateful for you. But we do like to kind of focus on a couple people each week. And I'll let you go first, Beck. Who do you want to acknowledge today?
It is hard because there's a lot of people, so I always choose. So on mine today, I'm going into the First Impressions volunteer base, and I want to give a special shout out to Jim Dove and Tina Allen, who are always here when they're supposed to be here, like clockwork. In fact, Jim was confused about which week he was supposed to be serving, and he thought he was supposed to be on Sunday, and he actually wasn't, but he showed up anyway just to make sure that it was covered. And I really appreciate that, and they're always at the front door smiling and holding the door, and handled the wasps mess that was out there when the weather was nicer.
Oh, Waspgate 2020. People don't realize that we had a wasp issue here. Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
The whole world is falling down because of COVID, and we had wasps.
I know.
So,
I know.
On top of that, so. Yeah, no, I love those two. They're great. And Jim is also a mailman, and I like mail people. They're just nice people. We got a decent amount of mail people here, and Jim's a good one. So anyway, thank you, Jim, Tina. You guys are the best. Actually, ironically, Beck, Rebecca Crain, I actually picked somebody from First Impression as well, and we did not. People are gonna be like, "Hey, you guys, picked this out beforehand." We did not.
No, we didn't.
But I wanted to thank. Chris Eldridge. Mm-hmm. And here's why. 2 weeks ago, I wasn't here last week because I didn't have the results from my Rona test yet, but 2 weeks ago, Chris Eldridge was on. She was greeting on our greeting team and our First Impressions team. And she I think it was that week, maybe it was another week, but I think it was 2 weeks ago. She had worked the night before. She's a nurse. And she comes to church afterwards without sleeping, working a 12 to 16 hour shift, and then comes to church to volunteer afterwards, and greets, and then goes to bed after her, a couple hours of volunteering here. And again, that's not like, hey, what are you guys doing? I'm just saying, we appreciate that. And we just, we're just so grateful for what she gives to our team, and that, she does it so well with a smile on her face. Because I tell you what, if I worked that long and came to church afterwards, I wouldn't be as jovial as I'm known to be.
Is that what we're saying now?
I'm a sweetheart.
Is that the story that we're going with?
Yep.
Yeah, you're a sweetheart. Yeah.
Nate Loucks, America's sweetheart.
America's sweetheart. It just rolls right off the tongue.
It does. Nothing matters. Everything stinks. Anyway.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. It's my birthday. I'm 39. I'm dying of whatever this is. Anyway, hey, Beck, how did church go Sunday? I got to watch it online. I thought your sermon was fantastic. We're in a new series called Make Peace. I thought it was just a wonderful way to open up this series. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it's always great to be here on Sunday mornings. We had a couple tech glitches when I first arrived in the morning, but once those were under control, the rest of the morning was good. It was always good to see people. I thought the whole morning went well. Dave did a great job leading worship, and his team did wonderful as they always do. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed preaching. I always do.
And our pal and volunteer, Mr. Wesley, got to sing for the first time. Way to go, Wesley.
And I knew Wes could sing, and I've been trying to get him to sing for a while now. And the funny thing was, when they were practicing Sunday morning, I was out in the foyer, and they got to that part of the song, and I was expecting to hear Megan's voice, because she usually sings that. And all of a sudden, I hear a male voice, and I thought, oh, must be Dave. And I'm like, no, that's not Dave. And then the light bulb went off that it was Wes, and I was so excited, and I ran into the sanctuary to cheer on and say how awesome it was. So that was really fun to see him sing.
Yeah, and his name, just for the record, don't call him Wesley. I call him Wesley. His name is really Weston, but I just prefer.
I didn't call him Wesley. I just called him.
No, all of our millions of listeners. I just don't want
Right, sure.
Another wedding that I did, Megan and Wes's wedding, that I don't think I've received an anniversary present for yet. So anyway, this Sunday we continue on this series called Make Peace. And this is just a series on how to deal with conflict, how to make peace, how to be people that, in the midst of having reasons to be conflicted and having reasons to be upset, how can we be people that also makes peace in spite of religious and political and cultural differences? How do we become peacemakers? And we're going to, this week, I'm going to be preaching again, and we're going to be kind of around the book of Genesis a little bit. So if you can come on Sunday, 8:30 and 10:30 here at State Street Community Church, or check us out online at those times as well. And we'd love to have you for this new series that we're doing. Announcements. Excuse me. State Street. We have a new class starting in a few weeks. We're starting a series just on kind of silence and prayer and meditation and contemplation and trying to, find a centering practices in the midst of chaos. It kind of goes with our series, honestly, because it's a crazy time, and I'm going to guess the next 6 months aren't going to be any less crazy. I don't think the election's going to stop the craziness. It's going to be crazy for a while.
Yeah.
And I think we as people need to figure out how to instill in our life centering practices, things that center us on what matters most. And for us here at State Street, that's the love of God, not only for us and for the people that we love, but also for our enemies. And if we don't center ourselves on that regularly and figure out things that we can center ourselves, or that help us center ourselves in the midst of the chaos, we tend to become a lot more violent and disoriented than we wish to be. And so we will be putting out more information on that, but that's on Thursday night starting, I think, October 21st. Is that right, Beck?
I want to say 22nd.
Okay, it's that Thursday, whatever that Thursday is, 5:30 here at State Street. Also, we are, Ms. Taylor asked if we can, we are in need of some children's ministry volunteers. If you'd like to help just once a month in our children's ministry, please let us know. We'd love to connect you with Taylor, and we're looking to hopefully get our children's ministry. We've got children's ministry for nursery to 3-year-olds at both services right now, but we'd like to continue to offer some more. But we do need some more volunteers to get that done. So if you'd like to help with that, please let us know, and Taylor can help with onboarding you for our children's ministry. The Pax Center. I want to talk about an event we just had a week or two ago. I think it was a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. But we partnered with, we actually just hosted it at the Pax Center, but we partnered with our partner organization, Northwest Indiana Food Council. And they had a couple of organizations in there to do a listening and learn session with migrant workers here in town, or in the area. And it was just fascinating to hear, what many of our migrant workers here that work, that work at our farms, and they work at our different vineyards, or not vineyards, fruit farms and everything, orchards. That's what the word I was looking for, orchards. What their life is like and what they're struggling with, and how we can best be good neighbors to those who are migrant workers as well. So I don't know when the data will be released on that and what the data will be used for, but it was really fascinating, and I was glad that the Pax Center could be a part of that in whatever way we were. We're going to continue to be open the same times and hours we were. We are now reworking a couple things because our community meals are getting busier. We prepare for about 100 people per community meal, and each community meal we seem to be moving past that. And so we're going to up to maybe 130 community meals, maybe 150 as we go. But obviously it costs more money to do that and things like that. But we're gonna hopefully just keep on meeting the need that's there, so that we can provide hot meals for people, and continue to do that. But if you need help, if you need somebody, or if you need some food or anything, just let us know. We're here to help, and there's no shame in asking for help. We know many people are struggling right now, and it's our honor and it's our privilege to be able to help. Brighton Street Green Space, each week more and more gets done. I want to thank again Neil Loucks and Ben Mannix and others who are helping out there to finish that up, to finish as much as we can do for the winter, before the winter gets here. Jack Street Community Garden is done for the season. We will do a list coming out pretty soon. You'll see it on the Pax Center website, or the Pax Center Facebook page, and State Street, excuse me, about how you can sign up for boxes next spring. And the State Street Preschool, Miss Kathy says everything's good right now. So all is well. Lots of stuff going on. And if ever you have any questions, or if you want to be a part of this, just reach out to Pastor Becky or myself or somebody on staff here at State Street, and we would love to connect you deeper to what we've got going on here. All right, finally, last section. This is our show and tell. Share something with the group. If you are watching or listening to this, whether it's live or not, and you've read something or watched something that you really enjoyed, it doesn't have to be anything academic or spiritual. It can just be something that you thought was interesting, that you want to amplify and help get out, or maybe just a show you really enjoyed on Netflix or something. This is the time to share it with the group. And so each week or each episode, Pastor Becky and I try to pick something out to share with people. And I'll let you go first, Pastor Becky.
Okay. I was thinking about, the kind of dumpster fire that a lot of social media is these days. And sometimes it's hard to find good people to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that I am particularly enjoying following right now is Beth. I mean, besides you, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
But
go on.
Did you hear what I said? Because I was speaking.
What? I've taken a lot of drugs today. So.
Okay. Anyway, Beth Moore, she has always been a good teacher to me for actually almost 20 years.
Agreed.
But I think as of late, she has just been fire. I mean, in what she's saying, I think she is leading well, and it's not easy for her. She gets, as you know, she's been getting pushback just for the very nature that she's a woman. But then the fact that she's just speaking justice and love and grace, and she continues to lead with that heart that loves the Lord, and you can see that in just everything she says. She loves Jesus, and that's her center as she leads, and I appreciate it.
Agreed, Beck. I agree. Great. That's a great share there, because I enjoy following her too. So even if I think a lot of people think, Beth Moore is like this women's ministry person, but I promise you that's even if she was that would still be worth following. But she's taught me a lot just following her, and I agree. I'd like to share the book that we are kind of basing the series we're in on right now, because I've really. I'm looking at my Amazon right now, and I bought this book, and I don't know why, but I bought it December 25th, 2014. And so, but we are finally, we're using this book as kind of a foundation for the series that we're doing, and it's called Reconcile: Conflict Transformation for Ordinary Christians by John Paul Lederach. And John Paul Lederach is, I think he works in international reconciliation stuff between governments and organizations and stuff. But I believe, he's the professor of international peace building and director of the Kroc Institute for International Peace Studies at the University of Notre Dame, and the founding director of the Center for Justice and Peace Building at Eastern Mennonite University in Harrisburg, Virginia. But it's not real big. It's only about 200 pages, not real long. But it's just a great book. It's just easily digestible, and some ideas in there that I forgot about when I read it the first time that I'm learning again. I think really pragmatic and practical, but also really helpful. So I'd like to recommend that to everyone. It's called Reconcile: Conflict Transformation for Ordinary Christians by John Paul Lederach. If you are looking for a new book, it'd be, I think, worth it. All right, I've got nothing else. You got anything else, Beck?
Nope, that's it.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching or for listening or podcasting this with us. This is the State Street Midweek Update. We will, God willing, be back with you next Thursday afternoon, same time, same place. Be good to yourself. We'll see you this weekend here at State Street Community Church in person or online. Take care. Bye-bye.